Okay. Okay. So, moving forward, I would like to also know about, how will calling cartels and gangs terrorist groups change immigration enforcement?
So when you throw out the magical T word, the terrorism word, it does loosen up certain funding within the federal government to do emergency, actions. It also gives the federal government a little bit more flexibility in what tools and what things they bring to combat the issue. By labeling it terrorism, theoretically, they're opening up, activation of military to combat terrorism. Historically, if you look at it, it wouldn't be the first time that the country has brought the military in to the southern border to fight amounts to a terrorist organization. Back in the early 1900s, there was Pancho Villa. He was a Mexican rebel that was leading border incursions across and attacking settlements on the U.S. side of the border. And we sent the American army down there, and they had the punitive expeditions fighting in Mexico, chasing down Pancho Villa. And so there is precedent for using the military along the border. Whether or not we're going to get into that remains to be seen. I would hope not. I think that would be a catastrophe. Having been in the military, in my lifetime, I just don't see that as an operation that we would be set to excel in, because we've learned one thing from the U.S. military over the past 20 years, and that is fighting an insurgency or fighting what's called asymmetrical warfare, is something that we're just not very good at, and no country is terribly good at. So it would be a catastrophe if we sent the military south of the border.